So welcome.
Welcome. So, Chris, glad to have you talk a little bit about the Win the Day program, something that I've been on for a long time. I've used different bits and pieces of what you've taught and what I've learned from other instances in life. And I really truly believe now more than ever is how important the win the day is. Someone just was talking to me earlier this week and trying to do some sort of projection, 6 months, a year down, 2 years. I say all these projections are awesome, but right now I am just focusing on day to day. And if I win my day, because I know what's going to happen, and
Yeah.
I know what's in store for today. And I don't know what's in store for 6 months. I don't know what's in store for a year. But if I'm winning today, I can control that. I can live well, be happy, have gratitude for the day. So it's made a major impact in my life, and I also feel that right now I need it more than ever.
That's so true. Right? I think people just need structure. Everybody has gotten some part of their life, in disarray, or it's off. We're not on the same schedule that we used to be on. And people that didn't have structure before definitely need something now. So if you were somebody that was a planner, maybe you're able to get through your day. But what we've been really teaching, and what I've been using with this Win the Day program, is what is one thing that can happen today for you to consider it a win. So if you can win the day, you can win the week. And if you can win the week, you can win the month. If you can win the month, you can win the quarter, and on it goes. And if you can just have that mindset every single day, don't worry about tomorrow, don't worry about what happened yesterday, just focus on today, I think is the most important thing. So I want to be able to talk through like how we set it up, and why having just a little bit of structure, and really naming your priorities. What is the top priority that you should be looking at in your life that you would consider today a win? So the priorities and having that perspective, I think, is the number one thing.
Right, right. Yeah, that's something that I think both you and I we see that it's there's such a level of importance. You as a coach, as a personal trainer, someone that is dealing with all the obstacles, or at least many of the obstacles that
Yeah.
someone's facing on a day-to-day basis, and they ideally come to you for help, not only to create and help their health and wellness and achieve their physical goals, but it's for guidance like this. We're looking at things holistically. And myself, when I'm talking or meeting with a group, either or with someone one-on-one, that's what it all comes down to, is like, how can you live today, and how can you turn that into a life full of gratitude and doing the things you want to do.
Well, I've had, a whole line of success stories, but kind of one that kind of stands out in my mind is he's a retired guy. He's a day trader. I've been training this guy for 11 years, and we've had our ups and downs, and he's had his I guess trials and tribulations with his own health. But one of the things that we've always come to the table with is, okay, what is the priority that we want to work on this month, and how can we chip that down to the absolute smallest of detail? And it always comes back to, what are we doing today? Is today a rest day? Is today a kind of like a self-care day? Is today more just a focus on nutrition? What do we need to do today to get to that ultimate goal of what he's looking for the ultimately the rest of his life? And that's, and for his sake, it's life quality. He wants to live and retire in that quality of life. That's where he's kind of in those sunset years, if you will.
I wish everyone was like that. That's what life's all about, really.
Yeah, it didn't happen easy.
Yeah.
He's one of the bigger struggles, but I like, and I've learned a lot from him. But it's fun to see all ages, but it's another thing to see it actually in play. And so it doesn't matter if you're 15 years old or you're 85 years old. It's still, the sun still rises and it still sets, but what happens in between that is sometimes all in our heads, and
Right.
it's perspective.
Right. And I know you have the Win the Day journal, so to keep your day simple. Yep, there we go. I got one of those as well. You have a few different tasks, and I know we're trying to make a new one, the version 2.0.
Absolutely.
But within that, when I'm looking at my journal, I'm thinking, okay, if bare minimum I can start my day and end my day well, then each day I'm ready for myself and I feel prepared. So say, for instance, I'm starting my day at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, whatever it might be. I know what my task and what that day lies ahead. And then say I'm winding down at, say, 9 or 10 o'clock or whatever it might be. And then I was, okay, at bare minimum, let me take a quick look at this thing so I can win tomorrow and how I did today.
Yeah, a couple of things that have worked for me, and it's circumstantial with everybody. And the good thing about this journal, or this kind of style of organizing your day or structuring your day, is it's customizable to you. So one of the things I always ask clients, or I ask people, I say, hey, look, what would be the most important task that you get done? What would be the thing that you're most proud of today, if that were to happen? And then what would set yourself up, your future self up for success if this one thing happened today? What would be just a little thing that you could do to set your future self up for? And then the last thing is, what's a daily task to just improve myself? This is where I really kind of shift gears with a lot of clients, and I say, hey, I got this other kind of like, we'll call it a program. It's called the Health Compass. So when you look at a compass, you have north, south, east, west. And north stands for nutrition. And east stands for exercise. And west stands for wellness, or your mindset. And south stands for sleep and self-care. So then I say, okay, if there's one task that you could improve yourself with in those 4 respects to health, what's the most important today? Do you need to work on your nutrition, or do you have that down? Do you need to do something consistently with your movement practice? Is it something mental? Is it something within your wellness? And is it just self-care and you just need to take better care of your sleep? So it always spins right into that health compass.
Right. That's the health compass for sure, which I use as well. I think of the sleep part in the health compass. And
it's a tough one for everybody. I mean, either you're getting enough sleep nowadays because you have the time, or it's man, I'm stressed out and I'm not sleeping as good as
what I found for myself is, if I took that last, say, hour of my day to completely unwind, I would sleep very, very well that night. As soon as I made that shift,
then creating the routines.
It's like, okay, my routine cannot be spending the last hour of my day with my brain running the whole time. Wasn't sleeping as well. And then I started, okay, my day, when it comes to my brain running, needs to end about 1 hour before I actually hit my head to the pillow. Yeah. And that once I hit my head to the pillow, I'm going to be sleeping, and a good night's sleep, which is going to be for me anywhere from 6 to 8 hours of sleep without interruption.
Yeah, I think routines are really healthy. I've read many sleep books and have studied sleep for a long time, and the whole rhythm, the circadian rhythm of when the sun sets, your body is already producing melatonin, and melatonin is our sleep hormone, and cortisol is our stress hormone. And when we're high stressed, or we're putting ourselves in front of these screens or this blue light, it's stressful on our body. And having that light fools our system into thinking that it's still light out. And it causes some stress within your body. So your cortisol levels, which is a natural hormone, which everybody has, stays elevated. So what we would want to do is really take a look at, okay, what would be best practices to raise that melatonin and lower that cortisol, so you can have kind of like that harmonious type sleep as you're talking about and be well rested. But we have to do it smart. We have to pay attention to our bodies, and we need to be able to listen to our bodies. And I always like to bring just a little bit of science to the equation and educate people on, here's what's really happening. And this is why you're either sleeping well or you're sleeping disturbed. And largely it's because of these screens. And we are getting a lot of that screen time, which elevates that cortisol, which suppresses the melatonin, and we can't sleep as well as what we should.
Definitely. So, yeah, every single thing, there's science behind it. And there's a reason that these are the different chemical makeups of your body react in different ways. So important. And to understand the science can be extremely important, just to know, hey, this is what's going on in my body.
Yep.
Because of this, my body's reacting in a certain way.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with nutrition, same thing with your mind, same thing with a movement practice that you do or don't do enough of, or maybe we need to find a different movement practice one that you can enjoy, one that you love, one that you are looking forward to. I don't want exercise to be something that you dread or you have to do. I want to find a movement practice for somebody that they actually look forward to doing, and it has all the physical benefits that they've held as a priority.
Right.
Wherever
this
that is.
An example of working from home. Jovi, come over here. Jovi walked in right now. So go talk to Claire.
She put it to 70 pull-ups, and she's not turning it down.
All right, go talk with Mom then.
I thought she said 70 pull-ups. I just did 70 pull-ups.
So, Dad's doing
Mom's not here.
A recording. So got a dog and a kid just walking.
You bring up, I mean, I'm glad that kind of happened, because what's happening at your house is happening all over America. And people that are working from home, dads and moms, they're struggling with balancing. I got to be a parent. I got to put my attention onto this thing. I'm constantly being distracted. I got higher stress levels. I got all these things. So right now, more than ever, having some type of just structure and some type of periodization, if you will, of like, here's what my day should consist of. And I think if you can win your morning, you can win your day. So it's super important to have that morning practice of movement, of light, of good nutrition, depending on what your nutrition practices are, but at least a routine that your body can say yay or nay. And I think the only way of really determining that is holding yourself accountable to some type of practice where you can see the results. You know if you're winning your day or not. And if you're constantly struggling with a win, or I call them learning opportunities, if you're constantly struggling with, man, I'm just having some problems here, you could look back on as to why you're having some of those losses. Right. You're getting distracted. This came up. So, I have in the top right corner, I have learning opportunity. So if I didn't get what I said I was going to get done today, I can at least put at the bottom of the page, or whatever journal structure you have, I could say, I got distracted. I procrastinated. This came up. I started too late. I mismanaged my time. Whatever it was, you can at least look back and go, okay, what's my plan going into tomorrow? And that's why I always do this the night before, so I have some type of plan going into the next day, which is good. I have purpose. If I have something to do the next day, I feel like I'm purpose driven going into the day. And if I can get that done immediately, get all those things I wanted to get done immediately, which coincide with my priorities, I feel, I don't know, it just makes me feel like I have, some type of, I'm going towards what I said I wanted, and what I said I wanted are my priorities.
Right, absolutely. I think that was some great stuff, Chris. We probably should wrap up now, but
yeah, absolutely. I know we wanted to get on here short.
A little bit about the health compass, two vital components to what you work with, and let's keep working on it.
Yeah, we can have another one of these, and share this with other people, and hopefully just from our conversation, they can get a lot out of it, and just apply it in their life, whatever it means in their scenario today.
Sounds great.
All right, man. Well, hey, we'll talk to you soon, and win the day.
Absolutely. Talk to you soon.
All right. Cheers.